Speedeck Building Systems, part of the Alico Group based at Dis in Suffolk, is a company that manufactures building component products mainly for the external envelope of buildings such as the roof cladding and the wall cladding. Because Speedeck Building Systems manufactures products which we consider to be at the high end of the niche market, such as your Vitesse and your Lan, the main success of the business is its ability to be specified at the early stage with the architects. Now, we obviously do an awful lot of marketing to the architects to make sure that they get all the relevant information that they need. And if we were to go back to talk about the IT infrastructure that we have and also marketing, we do actually have a piece of software called Designer Disk 4 that allows us to do that. Now, from that, an architect can actually raise an MBS specification. He can get CAD drawings, he can see that in a 3D view, and he can also do wind load calculations. So we put a lot of emphasis on our IT infrastructure to help our external sales team. The key point about KMS, or any CRM system, but we're going to focus on KMS here, the key point is it allows us to make sure that when we say we're going to phone somebody and do what we're going to do, we do it. One of the key benefits of having our own in-house IT system is that we managed to develop this internal dashboard system that we use, which tells us how the sales office is doing. So I can see at any moment in time how many quotes, projects, what our order intake value is, how many phone calls we're making on a daily basis, which we use as a barometer of how the business is faring at that moment in time. And it can be accessed anywhere in the world, either on a PDA or from any web browser. Right, so how important is the KMS CRM software to us as a business? I mean, I can't stress from Speedeck's point of view just how fundamental it is. It is the backbone of everything that we do, from pre-order to post-order, from material purchasing to material requisitions to material planning, and it also even helps us from a financial point, so we can look at exposures with companies over a given period of time, whether it be 3 to 6 months. And secondly, it is deemed to be that important that part of the Alico Group, KMS has been introduced into 2 other sister companies. What you can't do is you can't just get people to embrace KMS if they don't see a real value to it, and 9 times out of 10 when it's about sales, the only real value that it brings people is what it does for them individually. And so it's the motivation that hopefully that they could be earning good bonuses, which allows them to do whatever their hobbies allow them to do, but they use KMS to do it. Because let's be realistic, I don't know about most people in the world, but I mean, I wouldn't be able to cope with 200 projects in my head and remember what I'm supposed to be doing at any one moment in time. Like any company that sells building components into the building industry, closing the sale is never an easy thing to do. I kind of look at it as a bit of a pink fluffy thing until it actually becomes an official order when it hits our desk. Now, the problem that you have is that closing of a sale could potentially take 3 to 4 years. We can have jobs that can turn around very rapidly, to when we hear about it, to when we do the quotation, to when we give architects information. That could take sometimes a process of 3 months. But there are some rather large jobs where it could take up to 5 years. So how do you close a sale? I think everyone is very different, and you need a system that allows you to do that. I should have had the word flexibility in there, because that's what I was trying to say. As a company, that no matter whether it's good or bad times, that you've got to stay on top, because it's very easy to make hay while the sun is shining, but when things potentially could take a bit of a downturn, that's when your IT infrastructure is very important to you. So you know who your friends are, you know who the people that historically have specified you as a company, so you're making sure that you're keeping in contact with those people. And that is crucial to any business, and if you take your eye off that, then that could be detrimental to anybody. So marketing, whether it be in the form of inviting people to functions or mail shots, you need to ensure that when things are starting to tighten up, that you are on top of everything when it comes to the information that you've got. One of the key points to any company, and I would say that the most valuable asset that we have to us as a business, is our sales database.